What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we've got Pepijn, his new car. Now, you might remember that we've had a lot of one-stock blah 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 cars. One-stock M135i, M140i, RS6, X3M, Caddy, and now this X3M. This is car number 6 that he has brought us, which is really amazing. We always know that when he buys a new car, there are about 2 weeks in which the car is stock and then the tuning starts. And he is very serious about his tuning, about his quarter mile times, 100 to 200. So this is an absolute monster, this X3M from 2020. It's a competition and it is not stock anymore. So today I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to show you all the mods on it, and then I'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, if you want to keep up with Pepijn and his progress with this X3M, you can follow him on Instagram at OneStockX3M. Make sure you do, because he does a lot of cool stuff with his cars. So this 2020 X3M competition is a very nice spec actually, in this silver with all the black stuff around the car. Super aggressive front bumper, and I really like this bluish tint he put on this window. I'm assuming that he did this because I never saw that before, but it looks quite cool. Now let's start with the wheels, because he did change those as well. These are BC forged 21-inch wheels, and they are 5 kilos lighter per wheel than the stock wheels. So that makes a lot of sense, changing those out. And then he's got these Continental Sport Contact 7 tires around it. And he said that they are performing really well, better than his Michelins. Although I have to say that his Michelins were not new, and these are new of course, but they are performing very well, lots of grip. And then behind that we've got the M Sport brakes. Unfortunately you can't get carbon ceramics on an X3M, which it could really use because it's quite a heavy car, like almost 2,000 kilos, and it's very fast, so it would be nice to have some carbon ceramics. Pepijn did tell us that you can switch these brakes out for X3M brakes with a bracket, so that should improve braking performance a bit. The brakes are not great, so it would be recommended to change those out if you are planning on doing a lot of high-speed running with an X3M. This car is freaking quick as hell, so it can really use them, but Pepijn usually goes to like drag strips and airfields and stuff like that, so you don't really need your brakes. Car has been built by Pure Turbos, as you can see. This is sort of a promotional car as well. One stock X3M, check him out. And then at the rear we've got the stock tailpipes, but the exhaust is not stock. So we've got VRSF catless downpipes, 3.5-inch mid-pipe, a single mid-pipe, and it sounds very angry. Power wise, this is of course the S58 engine, the same engine you find in the M3, the new one, and it is very suitable for tuning. It can take so much. So what we have here is an S58 with stock turbos. It just has a stage 2 E50 remap by HC Performance and Pure Turbos EU, and it delivers 750 horsepower and 940 newton meters of torque, which is limited because of the rods. So it could do more, but they limited it to protect the rods. But it is mind-blowing to think, and we've had this before. We've done an X3M competition with a tune before, also with downpipes and a tune. It also had 750 horsepower around that, but this car is performing much better. And to think that this is just, you know, catless downpipes, single 3.5-inch mid pipe with OPF delete and a tune, a remap, and you've got 750 horsepower. It is absolutely mental. It sounds really good as well. And as I said, Pepijn takes a drag racing and stuff like that, so he also deleted the rear seats, I don't know, 30-40 kilos. Very nice. I told you he was serious about his drag racing. So interior spec, very nice actually. Really like that with all the carbon fiber. He also has the M Performance carbon on the steering wheel. It is a very nice car. Transmission ZF 8-speed. Start it up. Now I quite like this exhaust setup because it is quite doable. This is valves closed. That is a very nice sound, and when you open the valves, it's much louder. But it's a very nice sound, and Pepijn told me that they went for this single mid-pipe because they wanted to have like a deeper tone of the exhaust instead of that metallic sound you normally get from an S58 or an S55 for that matter. Alright, I do have to keep the AC on because the GoPros are absolutely horrible again today, so I need to keep those cool, but we're going to take it for a drive. Now we also have an Mss Suspension Upgrade, so adjustable springs over OEM dampers, and that should improve the handling and the comfort of this car a little bit, because stock the X3M is absolutely horrible. It is way too stiff, too bouncy, and I have to say in Sport Plus I quite like it on this B road. In comfort mode at the Autobahn with this amount of wind, I thought it was a bit floaty, but alright, so let's do a launch. Now stock this car does 4.1 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. Launch control. Oh. And that is 2.9 seconds 0 to 100. Holy moly, that's quick. It just absolutely takes off. It is very, very cool. Man, that's quick. So 2.89 seconds is actually the quickest Pepijn has done with this car, which is quite insane for an X3. So if we go back to M1, we've got Sport Plus for the suspension, which I like better for this road. Woohoo, that is loud. It sounds really good. I actually really like the sound. It's quite loud, but it is deeper. You can definitely hear the fact that they went for something deeper. Alrighty, at the Autobahn. So let's find out if we can do more on this side, because man, it is very, very, very strong. It feels really good actually. The powertrain is magnificent. I absolutely love these S58s with that ZF. Very cool. Although I do feel like an MDCT would have been even cooler. Here we go. So we finally have a little bit of space here to enjoy this X3M, and man, it takes off. So now you can see that the car is quite sensitive to wind. It's still an SUV, but that is 300 kilometers an hour plus in an X3M. I mean, it is it is a very, very, very quick car. So 100 to 200, we also measured that, of course. A stock X3M pre-facelift does 10.14 in our measurements. This car is quite a bit quicker, of course. 6.46. That is nuts. 6.46. I mean, that is absolutely insane. The other 750 horsepower X3M we measured from BK Performance, I think, did 7.15, and that car was already very quick. But I mean, either this is a very strong 750 horsepower or the other one didn't have it. That's basically the only conclusion you can arrive at. But man, this thing is insane. Quarter mile, 10.5 seconds. So we do have some crackles, pops and bangs. I could do without them, honestly, but oh, what are we doing here? Ah, that's police. Hello, Mr. Policeman. Pepijn, I mean, you did an awesome job again. I know that you're going to do turbos because we know you by now. So I wish you good luck with that, and we will see you back here when you have your turbos upgraded. To you guys, and of course, thanks as always for taking your car to us. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out Pepijn One Stock X3M on Instagram. And to you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye guys.